He's Drew Brees, the Saints quarterback, joining us on the show. We've been talking about this for 2 hours now, on and off. The difference between being an all-star, an all-pro, and being a superstar. Do you have a definition of what a superstar is in sports?
I don't. I just play the game and let you guys talk about that kind of stuff.
But you're one. But if I said, look at basketball, and tell me what would be a superstar. Let's take it out of football. Now,
right.
I consider you a superstar in football, so you're already in the because I think it's winning. I think it's marketing, consistency, household name. So you check the box on all of those. So I would consider you and Brady, Peyton Manning, just some of the guys who are considered superstars. But if you were looking at, let's say, the NBA, what would constitute a superstar for you?
Well, I'll take it a step further. I think when you say superstar, you say this guy has the ability to do something every time I turn on the TV. So we'll say the NBA that maybe I'm going to see something I've never seen before, right? Or maybe this guy is a game changer. Like he has the ability to do something that nobody else can do. That'd be my definition.
Is Odell Beckham a superstar then? Because we're not sure what we're getting, and he does things that nobody else is doing. Or is it too early to label him that?
Well, you could say superstar potential.
Okay.
I mean, I think he has all the potential in the world to be a great player. And obviously, you see those flashes, those moments by some of the plays, i.e. the SB catch from last year. But he's only a second. This will be his third season, right? So certainly he's on that path. But to your point, consistency and being able to do it time and time again over a long period of time, I think that's something that probably falls into that category as well.
Would you rather have a speed rusher or a great cornerback on your team?
Well, a great pass rusher can make up for a lot of deficiencies other places. Right?
Would you rather face a speed rusher or a great cornerback?
Okay, I'd say this: if everybody's open, but the quarterback can't get the ball off, well, then that's a win.
Yeah.
Right. But if not even the best corner or the best cover guy in the world can cover somebody for longer than 4 seconds, so if the quarterback has all day back there, he's going to find somebody eventually. If you can't get to him.
With what happened with Brady yesterday, I'm glad you were coming on because I don't know, is there any comparison with what happened with Bountygate and what's going on with the Patriots and Brady?
I don't think so. And here's why. Because I think you have to take a look at the environment as to what was happening with the league back when that whole Bountygate thing came about. The league was under such pressure about player health and safety. They were getting hammered about their negligence in regards to reporting the information that they had about the long-term effects of head and neck injuries, and just the whole. And this was right in the middle of all the concussion lawsuits and a lot of the untimely deaths of so many former players because of the effects of those injuries. And so the league needed something that showed that they were taking a very firm stance in regards to player health and safety. And so it was kind of the perfect storm where they had the opportunity to lead this investigation against the Saints, but kind of with a predetermined result. Nobody got to see any of the investigation. Nobody got to see any of the supposed facts of that case. It was just here's what happened, here's the punishment, and that's that. And I think what they didn't bank on was the fact that guys like Scott Fujita, who is one of the most high character guys there is, being a former teammate and a great friend of mine, ends up fighting that, and Jonathan Vilma ends up fighting that, and others. And at the end of the day, all those guys were vindicated. But unfortunately, the damage is done. Their reputations have took a hit, and the perception is that there was something going on just because that's what the league drove down your throat with it. And at the end of the day, it was found that it was much different than what the league said. But they had to do it based upon the environment that they were in with player health and safety. This is much different because this has, there's, again, it's a league-led investigation where nobody, myself, you, the public, nobody really gets to see the facts of this case. Everything's kind of behind closed doors. Everything's internal. And yet here's the punishment, and that's that. And that's why this unilateral decision-making, ability to give punishment by the commissioner is really unfair. I think that there should be other people that are involved in that process. And at the end of the day, if there's disagreements, then there's a third-party neutral arbitrator who has the ability to come in and resolve those situations. But instead, you're never going to have a trusted system. You're never going to have a trusted system when nothing is transparent. It's unilateral. It's judge, jury, and executioner handed down by the commissioner. Trust me, this is in the best interest of the league. This is, all the sound bites that come out of the league office when it comes to player health and safety, or when it comes to, these types of decisions that are made where, we as players, based upon the facts of things that have happened previously with Bountygate and other instances, where we just know that that's not the truth, that's not the case, and we need a more fair process.
Is Brady a pawn in this?
Well, I mean, I think the part of this that, I mean, I don't know about you, but I thought this was a dead issue. When this popped up 2 days ago, it was like, well, where'd this come from?
Yeah.
All this seems like it's kind of been happening behind the scenes. Certainly, I thought that this was resolved, going back to last year, and obviously it wasn't, because here it is, kind of rearing its head again. But at the end of the day, I think this is, forget the issue that's at hand here with, Deflategate or whatever you want to call it. I think this is an issue, again, with the fact that the commissioner's control and authority was challenged. And, the league is going to do whatever they can to make sure that people know that he is in this position to, basically make these types of unilateral decisions, and there's nothing anybody can do about it.
He's Drew Brees of the Saints joining us. What's your contract situation?
It's ongoing. It's kind of the normal contract process where there really is no deadline. I think usually when it comes to contract situations, I think people are motivated by deadlines, and there really is no deadline to this. So discussions are ongoing. You'll know as soon as I know, I'm sure. But bottom line is this: I have so much trust and confidence in our organization and my future there, and I think it's only a matter of time. I just don't know when it's going to be.
You'll retire a Saint?
That's my plan, yes, absolutely.
Over the age of 40?
I would like for it to be, yes.
I got you at 60,000 yards right now. How important is, what number is important? Is there any number that's important? Aside from two rings?
I don't have that's not what motivates me. I don't have a number. A number of rings would be nice.
500 touchdowns?
Listen, again, there's no number. There's no number that motivates me. Touchdowns, yards, none of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The challenge, the opportunity, the blessing to play this game every year and to do it at this stage in my career, to do it in front of my kids who are now getting to the point where they get it.
That's cool.
They come to the games. They're diehard. They love that Superdome atmosphere. I mean, I get to share these moments with them. That makes me want to have it last forever.
I know you have a product to enlighten us on, Tempur-Pedic, so I'll give you the microphone here. The platform is yours.
All right. Well, today we're launching the Brees on Brees campaign, which is my relationship with Tempur-Pedic. I've been a Tempur-Pedic owner for more than a decade now, so it's always fun when these types of opportunities come together that are super authentic. Where I am claiming that they named the Tempur Breeze line of mattresses after me, even though it's spelled different. I'm just believing that because I've been such a fan and owner for a long time. But bottom line is it's a new line of mattresses with cooling technology in it for all of us who sleep hot, especially my offensive linemen like Max Unger, who I had the chance to shoot a series of digital videos with surrounding the new Tempur Breeze with cooling technology mattress, where I basically break into his room at 3 o'clock in the morning, night before a game, and have him sleep on the Tempur Breeze mattress because he's sleeping hot, and then he cools down and he goes out and plays lights out the next day. So, again, we know it's not about the quantity of sleep, it's about the quality of sleep. And I've always believed that Tempur-Pedic gives you the best quality sleep there is.
For more information, Tempurpedic.com/Breeze, Breeze. Good luck with the contract talks. Always great to talk to you. Thank you, Drew.
Dan, you too. Thank you.
All right, Drew Brees.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.